All right, you guys, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad. This hour we're going to be practicing our speaking, and our topic for the hour is stress. I do have a link to a document or a web page that has all of the questions that we're going to be talking about. Okay, and the link is here in the Verbling chat box as well as in the Google chat box. You can also find it in the class materials section. So you can have it open on your own page if you want to. I will also be sharing it on the screen as we go through and answer the questions. And let's see who we have in class so far. Hi there, Ali. How are you?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. Good to have you here.
Nice to see you.
How has this week been for you?
It's a normal week as usual.
Normal week?
Yeah, as usual. I am at my office and I am working.
Uh-huh.
I just take a break for class.
Okay. Cool. Well, good to have you here.
Yeah, nice to see you as well.
Awesome. Let's see. How about Amparo? Hi there, Amparo. How are you? Okay. How about Alexander? How you doing, Alexander?
Hi, I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking.
Very good. Very good. How about John? Hi, John. How are you?
Hi, Chad. Fine, thank you.
Good. John, where are you from?
I am from Colombia.
From Colombia. Okay. Very cool. Good to have you here.
Okay.
And let's try Amparo one more time.
Hi, teacher. Good morning.
Hi there. Welcome. Good to see you again.
Good to see you as well.
All right, you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. The sheet here. Okay. All right, so we'll just be going through these questions here. We'll probably have multiple people answering the same question. So, and I'll be just going down the line, so you can look ahead and start thinking of different answers that you could respond with. Okay. Hi, Kate. How are you? Okay. How about Mustafa? Hi, Mustafa. How are you?
I'm doing well, teacher. Thank you for asking.
Very good. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, Kate, let's try your microphone one more time. Make sure that you unmute it.
Hello, I'm here. I'm sorry.
There you go. Hi, Kate. Where are you from?
Actually, I'm from Belarus, but I'm originally from Armenia.
Okay, you're living in Belarus, but you're originally from Armenia, right?
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Very cool. All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and get rolling. We're going to start off with Alexander. Our topic for this hour is stress. Okay, and we'll start off with this question here. Okay, so Alexander, what are some of the things that make you feel stressed in your life?
I think that the first of all, it is the lack of free time, and if I constantly work, it can cause me being stressful, and also some fights with my girlfriend, of course, can cause some bad situation, and I can feel I can be stressed. And what else? Let me think. Where I think the weather. Yeah, the weather is almost a main factor that can cause stress. For example, when it's raining, you can feel depressed and nostalgic, and it's kind of stress. But when it comes to sunny day, you feel just grateful. You're full of energy and can whatever you want.
Okay, very good. All right, let's take a look here. Okay, so I'm going to be placing notes, you guys, in the Google chat box. Okay, so first up, you said you were talking about fights. Okay, fights with your girlfriend. You said fights. Some fights can cause some bad situation. Okay, so if you're saying some, you need to make sure you're adding an S to the end of the noun. Okay, some bad situations.
Yes.
If you don't want to say situations, then you would need to say a bad situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The other one is the pronunciation of the word weather. Okay, give me a good TH sound there instead of weather. Weather.
Weather.
There you go. Good. And while you were talking about the weather, you said it's kind of stress. Okay. Were you meaning that it's kind of stressful,
Mm-hmm.
or it's a kind of stress? Which meaning were you looking for?
I was thinking about kind of stressful. Yeah, about
Okay.
and
Okay, so it's so when it's rainy outside or something like that, it's kind of stressful for you.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good. Yeah. So you need to add the full on the end. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good job. Good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see here. Ali, how about you? Same question. Because we're all different. Different things make us feel stressed out. How about you in your life? What are some things that make you feel stressed?
Yeah, there are some things make me feel stressed, or if I have a problem with my family, or if I don't get along with my, for example, brother, sister, something like that, that make me stress. Uh, and uh, something about my work sometimes make me stressed because uh, I have a lot of responsibility about my job. I have to be very careful, and I have to do all my work correctly. Uh, and some of my customers don't care about their work. They are not organized people. Sometimes they make me stressed. They are always late. They don't bring their documents in time. And sometimes, if I have problem with my close friends or friends, that make me stress.
Okay. Very good. Hold on one second. Okay. Good. Let's take a look here. All right. So first up, you said that make me stressed. Okay. If you're talking about a thing, you would need to say that makes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that makes me stressed. And sometimes, you guys, we even say stressed out. Okay, a lot of times we add that the word out to the end, making it a phrasal verb. Okay, so yeah, that makes me stressed out, or that makes me stressed. Either way is okay. All right. Now, we do have the word about. Okay, this is one that we're trying to change because this is a word that you really enjoy using. Okay, so we have two phrases here. You said something about my work, and I have a lot of responsibility about my work. Okay, the word that you want to use here is regarding. Okay, you can also use with in some cases. Okay, so I have a lot of responsibility regarding my work. With wouldn't work there. You might want to say in might work. A lot of responsibility in my work, but regarding is going to be probably the best word for you. Then something regarding my work or something with my work. Okay, so yeah, so try and pay attention to how you're using the word about. Okay, especially when you're talking about situations like this, you need to use the word regarding. Okay, let's work on the pronunciation of the word stressed. Instead of stressed, stressed. Try that.
Stress.
There you go. That's much better. That's much better. Okay. And last one here. Sometimes if I have problem with my close friends. Okay. Here instead of if I have problem, you need to say if I have a problem.
Okay.
Okay. So adding the article in there. Okay.
Okay,
Good. All right. Nice job. Thank you.
thank you.
Okay. Amparo, how about you? Same question here. What are some things in your life that make you stressed?
Some things that make me feel stressed, for example, are when I have to go in the middle of the afternoon when it's a sunny day and there is a lot of noise because of the traffic, or when someone in my family is sick and I can't not do anything to improve the situation, or when you don't know the results for the test labs, for example, or generally when the things that don't happen in the way that you are expecting for, when you have to do an exam, for example. Yeah, there are some examples.
Okay. Very good. All right. Let's see here. Okay. So at the very beginning of what you were saying, you said some things that make me stressed are like when I have to go in the middle of the afternoon. Okay. My question was where? Where are you going?
Wow.
Go out. Okay, good. Okay. So yeah, I need to know where you're going. Okay. In that situation, go when I have to go to the store in the middle of the afternoon, when I have to go out or whatever. Okay. But I just need a location. Okay. Now the next one, I think this had to do with pronunciation. I don't think you meant to say I can't not do anything, but that's what it sounded like. It sounded like you said I can't not.
I cannot.
Yeah, I cannot do anything or I can't do anything. Okay. So I think the reason why I heard it that way is because you separated the two words, saying I can not. Okay. And to me it sounded like you were saying can't not. Okay. The last one here is the test labs. Okay. We would probably flip those around and say the lab tests or the laboratory tests.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, instead of the test labs. Okay, the lab tests. Okay. All right. Nice job. Thank you. Okay, let's go to John. All right, let's switch up the question here.
Okay.
Okay, John, what do you do to relieve stress in your life? What sort of activities help you relieve stress?
For me, in particular, it's exercise, to run, to go to the gym, and also to do things that I like. For example, to watch certain TV shows, or to read books that I like. I think that for me this work for relieve my stress.
Okay. All right. So let's take a look at the construction of your sentence here. Okay. So each sentence that you were stating started off with "for me." Okay. For me is not a subject. Okay. You can start off with "for me," but then you need to restart your sentence again. Okay. So when you're creating your sentences, make sure you're following a formula where you have your subject first, then a verb, then your direct object, okay, and then your complement at the end. Okay, this will help you organize things. It seems fairly simplistic and easy, but yes, that's how we speak. If you go to most books, if you open up a Harry Potter book or any one of those books like that, you'll see subject first, then you have the verb, then, okay? We keep it nice and simple. We always have to have a subject in there so I know who you're talking about. Though I know you were speaking, okay, the grammar was off because you didn't say, for me, I like to go to the gym. I like to watch TV. I like to do these things. So you always have to tell me who is doing it, okay? Okay, or I go to the gym to relieve stress, or I watch TV. Okay.
Okay.
So make sure that you're adding a subject to the beginning of your sentences instead of starting it off with the infinitive form of the verb. Okay, that's a key factor in making sure you're speaking as well as writing grammatically correct. Subject first. Okay, if you add a verb there and you don't see a subject next to it, something's wrong. Okay? All right?
Okay, thank you.
Okay? All right, very good. Thank you. All right, Kate.
Yes.
All right, Kate, do you know the that girl on the on your avatar here, your picture? Do you know who that is?
Yes, this is this girl is from Japanese cartoons.
Uh-huh.
Her name is Candy.
It's Candy, right? Yeah, it was my wife's favorite TV show when she was a little girl. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, and
I
so
like to. Yes.
yeah, she really liked it, and she got my daughter watching it. And so I came in one day, and they're watching it on YouTube. I was like, "What are you watching? What is this?" But yeah, I was in Spanish and whatnot. But yeah, anyway, so it's funny. Okay, so Kate, what are some things that you like to do to relieve stress in your life?
Actually, I try to breathe deeper than usual, maybe. I try to imagine something pleasant or funny that flamed me, maybe. And
Okay, so say that one more time, 'cause
I don't
I'm having trouble.
do things that.
I'm having
I'm
trouble
sorry?
I'm having trouble understanding you. So you said that you imagine what do you imagine?
Maybe um, some jokes or interesting movie or
Okay.
I don't know, maybe some funny pictures and jokes. I don't know. Um,
Okay. So
um,
imagining something that's interesting or funny or something like that helps you relieve stress?
yes, yes. I was in one situation. I was pregnant, and I had gone down in stress, and uh, uh, and I started to cry, and uh,
Kate,
doesn't
Kate, I'm having a really hard time
didn't
understanding
know.
you. It's breaking up. It's breaking up pretty bad. The last thing that I heard that it was that you were a pregnant. And then from there I
Yes,
didn't
and I
understand
tried
anything else.
to imagine something funny. Yes.
You
Okay.
can add.
Yeah. So Kate, I would probably go restart your modem or see if there's something you can do with your connection because I didn't understand, you know, more than 30% of what you were saying. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing here that I got that I could correct you on
Mm-hmm.
is this here. So we wouldn't say I was a pregnant. Okay. You would just say I was
I was
pregnant.
a
I
pregnant.
was nope. Take out a. I was pregnant. So you'd use
Oh, okay.
pregnant as an adjective. I was pregnant. Okay. So removing the article. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. See what you can do. Mustafa here says to adjust your bandwidth. Yeah, something like that because I couldn't understand you. Okay. All right. Let's go to Mustafa. All right,
Okay.
Mustafa. How about you? What do you do to relieve stress in your life?
I don't know. A lot of things I can do to relieve my stress. Of course, sometimes I'm trying to read some books related to motivation books. Uh, in the past, I used to hear or listen to motivation speakers like Tony Robbins because I like his motivate videos he makes. Um, Always, I'm trying to talk with people, maybe with my friends or with the person I know strongly. I have strong relationship with him, maybe my friend, something like that. Uh, but at times at times I go to maybe to the nearby the sea, something like this, in lonely space, and maybe enjoy the loneliness because sometimes you need the lonely to relieve the stress. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, all right, very good. All right, first up, let's practice the pronunciation of stress. Give me a good TR sound instead of stress. Okay, stress.
Stress,
There you go. Good. One more time. Stress.
stress.
Okay, very good. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at some of the sentences here. Okay. First up, you said, I can do a lot of things to relieve. Okay, and you said relieve my stress. Okay. So if you're saying a lot of whatever that noun is that you mention after a lot of, it has to be plural. Okay. So I do a lot of things. Okay, I do a lot of things to relieve my stress. Okay. Next one. I'm trying to read some motivation book. Okay, if you say I'm trying, that means right now in this moment during class, you're reading a motivational book. Okay, well, that's not what you mean. I know that, but okay, the way that you want to say that is I try to read. Okay, so if it's something that you typically do or something that's a habit, okay, you want to use simple present here. Okay, so instead of saying I'm trying to read, okay, you'd say I try to read, unless you're in a point in your life where you are stressed out right now. You say, well, currently my life is pretty stressful, and I'm trying to read a Tony Robbins book. Okay,
Okay.
that would mean not right now in this moment, but during this period of your life, that's what you're doing. But it's currently happening. Okay, so make sure you understand what the meanings are between them. Make sense?
Okay.
Okay, so we want to use simple present here. Next one here, I like his motivation videos. Okay, so motivation, okay, is going to be our noun. Motivational is the adjective. Okay, so add an AL on the end of it. Motivational. I like his motivational videos. Okay. Next here, you said I have strong relationship with him. Okay, you need an article in between have and strong. So I have a strong relationship. Okay, have a strong, right? And then the last one here, you said I go to the sea. Okay, now I would take off the in front of sea. Okay, so I go to the nearby sea. Okay, or you could say I go to the sea that is nearby my house, something like that. But if you say the nearby sea, that's okay. Okay, or the sea that's close. I personally, if I were saying the sentence, I would say I go to the sea that is nearby my house. I would probably switch the order of that. Okay, stating it like so. I go to the sea that is nearby my house. That's more than likely how I would say it. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Teacher, I have two questions
Yes.
for you.
What's up?
The first one is, can I say I can do lots of things?
Yes, you can. You can not thing. You have to pluralize it still, because if you're saying lots, that means more than one.
Okay. Second, you said like I'm trying for right now. Can I say I usually try to read?
Yeah. So you could say I usually try to read some motivational books when I'm feeling stressed out. That would work just fine.
Okay.
Because it has that same meaning. It's typical. It's usual. It's something that you do as a habit. So meaning that whenever you're feeling stressed, the habit that you have is that you go to motivational books to read them.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, great question. All right, thank you. All right, let's see here. Odi, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you, teacher. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. Odi, tell me, where are you from?
I come from Indonesia.
From Indonesia, yes. But you changed your picture.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, very good. Okay, so let's go to this question here, Odi. Is life becoming more or less stressful for people these days? So we're talking about life these days. What do you think?
I think it depends on how good their economy are living, because nowadays people in my country is very stressful. I mean, it's more stressful because a lot of things that it's not a things. I mean, a lot of price that gone higher than before. So it is nowadays in my city is stressful. In my city is very people in my city is very stressed.
Okay, all right, and it's because of the economy there. Okay, good.
Yeah,
All right,
because of
nice
the
job.
economy.
Okay, cool. Let's good answer here. Let me take a look at some things here. So first up, you said how good their economy living. Okay, so it depends on how good their economy living. So what I would say, instead of their economy living, okay, I would say how good their economy is. Okay, so your answer there look like that. It depends on how good their economy, and then I would put is at the very end. How good their economy is. Okay, so for example, in my country, the economy is very poor. The prices have gone up. You know, things like that. Okay. Okay, next one. The people in my country is stressful. Okay, now situations can be stressful. Okay, but people cannot be stressful. People can be stressed. Okay, so we have the ed ending to represent that feeling. Okay, so the people are stressed. Okay, and then I also told you guys that you can also add the word out on the end of it if you want to. Okay, the people are stressed out. Okay, the last one here, you said a lot of price that gone higher than before. Okay, now when we're talking about the prices go up. Okay, you can say, sorry, I completely spelled that wrong. It should be higher like that. When we're talking about prices, you can say the prices have gone higher. Okay, but we usually say they've gone up. Okay, so here, if I were to correct the sentence, I would say a lot of prices have gone up. Okay, and when you say have gone up, you don't need to say before, because it infers that you're meaning before. Okay, it references that, because have gone means that it started in the past and then it's gone up. From where the prices were in the past, they've gone higher. Okay, so all you would need to use there is present perfect, and then use gone in a phrasal verb, gone up. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Paco. Hi, Paco, how are you? Make sure to unmute your microphone.
Hello.
There we go. Hi there, Paco, where are you from?
I'm from Spain, from Malaga.
All right, very good.
My picture is missing today. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
I have
Yeah.
I had several classes with you before.
Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, if you don't have a picture on your profile,
Yeah?
okay, it's harder for me to remember, because I know a lot of different Pacos. So if you have a picture, like Odie had a different picture before, but I remembered his name. But when he said he's from Indonesia, I went, oh yes, I remember Odie. But he just changed his picture. And so if you change your picture and you come in, it's like you're changing your whole face. And I can't remember.
Of
right?
course, I
So
understand.
anyway,
but I have the photo in my profile, but not in this screen today, only today, and I don't know why.
Yeah, it's all right. Okay, so Paco, is life becoming more or less stressful for people these days?
In my country, in Spain, I think it's more stressful because it's hard to find a job for people. They don't see anything in the horizon for the young people. It's very hard to get independence from his parents, to live alone, or to create a family. So I think it's more stressful.
Okay, and mainly because of jobs, right? The crisis there in Spain is pretty serious, and it's hard for the young people to find a job.
Yes, because the crisis and the situation here in Spain, very hard. Even when they are saying that everything is going better, but they have been saying this for the last 2 years. But people in the street
but it hasn't been going.
Don't see this.
Okay, all right, very good, very good. Okay, let's see here. Okay, now you did fairly well. The only thing here at the beginning, I have a couple of pronunciations and then one at the beginning. So you said, I think you said in Spain, or in Spain, I think more stressful. Okay, so when we're answering the question, is life more or less stressful for people? Let's answer with a complete sentence. So it's okay. You can start off with in Spain. Okay, that's fine. And then we start over. Okay, so we add our subject. I think, now you need to tell me what. Okay, so in Spain, I think life is more stressful. Okay, so I need to know what it is that you're thinking. Okay, right there in the middle. Okay, so even though, and basically it's just training for speaking in complete sentences, making sure that someone knows exactly what you're talking about. Because if I were to take that sentence and say, in Spain, I think more stressful, I would say, what? What's more stressful? Okay, and so make sure that you add all the information in there. Okay, but everything else, all of your other sentences, they were in good order. Okay, and your grammar was pretty good. I have one at the end that I'm going to think about for a second, because I think it's okay, but I'm going to try and think of a better way to say it. Okay, but I want to practice the pronunciation on the word young instead of jung. Young people. Young people.
Young people.
There you go. Good. And the word situation. So we have an S at the beginning. Okay, a CH. The TU changes to a CH, and then an SH. Un at the end. So a lot of different sounds here. So it's situation. Try that.
Situation.
There you go.
Situation.
Great. Situation. That's much better. Much better. Good. Okay. So, so you said even now, even when they say everything is going better, is going is going. Maybe sometimes we say when everything is going, maybe much better, or I don't know. It just seemed a little different. You can say that when everything is going better. You can also say is getting better. I think that's what I mainly hear. I mainly hear, and that's probably why it rubbed me the wrong way. We might say is getting better when everything is getting better. Yeah, but I don't think what you said was necessarily wrong. I wrote it down because it rubbed me wrong a little bit, but it's not too bad. It's not grammatically incorrect. I'm just looking at the word choice here. But yeah, you could say everything's going better.
I missed to say that the government is who is saying that everything is going better.
Yeah, and you had you said they, and I knew more or less who you were talking about. Okay, even when they say, they say everything is getting better. Yeah, but typically whenever I say that type of phrase, I probably use getting instead of going. But yeah, no, it's not bad. It's not bad. You're okay. All right, nice job, Paco. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's see here. Wael?
Yeah.
Hi, Wael. How are you?
Fine, thanks, and you?
Excellent, excellent. So the way that this works here is that that we take turns, okay? And so while someone else is speaking, we wait until it's your turn. So yes, I was always going to get to you, okay? So yes, you can write messages and whatnot, but typically while I'm working with another person, I don't necessarily respond because I'm focusing on that person, okay? Okay. All right. Let's see here. How about this question here? So, how dangerous do you think stress is? We hear doctors say, "Oh, you have to reduce your stress level," and this, that, or the other. But how dangerous is it? What do you think?
Dangerous.
Well?
Yeah, I hear.
What do you think? Now this is an upper intermediate and advanced class. Okay, so this may be a level that's outside of your level.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, no worries. Okay, so you can hang out and listen if you want. Okay, but I'm going to move on to the next speaker. Okay.
Okay.
All right, very good. Let's go to Alexander.
Yes.
All right, Alexander, what do you think? How dangerous is stress? Why do doctors always say, "Hey, you need to reduce your stress level"? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I definitely support the doctors because are keeping keeping to just a sec, how to say how that when you always are stressful, it can reduce your longevity, and also it is necessary to be with a good mood. I mean, maintaining a good attitude every day, and in that case, you will be just live for a long time. And speaking about stress as a dangerous thing, I would say that yes, because when I'm stressful, I feel another way, and for example, if I'm taking an exam at the university or whatever I take, when I feel stressful, I'm doing it worse than if I if I be relaxed. Yes.
Okay, let's take a look at that last sentence real quick, okay? Because once you start into the word if, okay, you need a red flag that comes on. You're going to go, okay, conditionals, okay? So so now we're talking about a real situation or an unreal situation. Okay, so you're talking about taking a test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is it a real situation or an unreal situation?
Is it a real?
Yeah. Okay, so do you know your rules for conditional?
Yeah, and in that case,
first, second, and third conditional.
Yes. If I have, I will. Something like that.
Okay, so let's see if someone in the class knows. So if you were listening to what Alexander was saying here, he was talking about taking a test. And then be stressed. Okay, so he's talking about the situation. If you want, you can write it in the chat box. Is this a real situation or an unreal situation? Anyone know? Everyone's going, "Oh no, conditionals, they're terrible." Okay, so unreal, good, Odie. It's an unreal situation because he's talking about something that might possibly happen. It's not happening now. It's not definitely going to happen in the future. If it's definitely going to happen in the future, that would be a real situation, and we would use first conditional. Okay? I will take a test tomorrow. Okay? Okay, so if I take a test tomorrow, I will study very hard tonight. That's a real situation. Okay? But he's talking about a hypothetical, an unreal situation. We're going to either talk about conditional 2, or second conditional, or third conditional. Third conditional is unreal situations in the past. So he's not talking about the situation in the past. He's talking about a situation that is either happening now or in the future. That's the key for second conditional. So it's an unreal situation that could happen now or sometime in the future. So if we were going to say this sentence, okay, we would say if, now there's two ways. We could say if I were to take a test, okay, if I were, so that's the first part. So if I were to take a test, okay, something like that. Or you could say if I took a test. Okay, so the first part is going to be if, and then we're going to use past tense. Okay, so simple past. Then we need to use would and the base form. I would feel. If I took a test, I would feel more stressed out. Or if I were to take a test, I would feel more stressed out. Okay? And I would feel. So, so when you start into a situation or you're explaining something and it's definitely not happening now, okay, and you say if, boom, think, oh man, conditionals. Is this an unreal situation or a real situation? If it's real, then you're going to use first conditional. Okay? If it's an unreal situation, you have to think, is it happening now or in the future? If it's not now or in the future and it's in the past, third conditional. Okay, but if it's now or in the future, then it's second conditional, and that's our formula. If plus past tense plus would and base form of the verb, would feel. Okay? All right, so let's take a look here at some of your phrases. So the first one here is going to be pronunciation. So it's longevity. So it's a J sound. Longevity.
Longevity.
One more time. Longevity.
Longevity.
Good, good. Okay, next one. It is necessary to be with a good mood. Okay, instead of to be with a good mood, it's going to be to have a good mood. So I'm going to take off to be with a and say to have a good mood. Okay? Because we have feelings. Okay? And we can have feelings like that, like a good mood. Next one here. But it's funny because we can also be happy. But moods, we have moods. Okay, that's what I'm meaning here. We have moods. Next one. When I am stressful, I feel another way. Okay, so stressful is for situations. Stressed with an ed ending, that is for feelings. Okay, so when I am stressed. Okay, I feel another way. Okay, or I feel different, or I feel whatever. Okay. All right. Nice job, Alexander. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Ali. Ali, what do you think about stress and the dangers of stress? Is stress really dangerous? Is there any good stress? Is it always bad? What do you think about this?
I think stress is usually bad, not good. It could be dangerous if you are a stressful person. Most of time, it can affect your health badly. I think stress is causes of many illness. I don't know if it's real or not. Doctor says that, and if it takes a long time, it can be some cause of some mental problem. Maybe it could turn into depression or something like that, and it affect your work or your life badly.
Okay, very good. Let's see here. Okay. All right, good. Let's take a look here. Okay, first up, Okay. All right. Pronunciation on the word dangerous. Give me a good R sound instead of dangerous. Dangerous.
Dangerous.
There you go. One more time. Dangerous.
Dangerous.
Okay. Good. All right. Now, the biggest thing here in your answer was plural. Okay. So if you say words like many, okay, or some, okay, that's an indication that it needs to be plural. Okay. So instead of saying many illness, many illnesses.
Yeah.
Okay. Some mental problem, some mental problems.
Okay.
Okay, unless what you were trying to mean, and this is what happens sometimes with English speakers or people who are learning, is that you're using some when you actually should use a, because you might be using some to mean anyone that's out there. Okay, and we use a because it's not definite. Okay, so it could cause a mental problem. Okay, but if you say some or some kind of, okay, if you want to use some, then you have to say some kind of mental problem, right? That way you don't have to pluralize problem or that noun. Okay, but if you just say some, it has to be pluralized. Okay. The last one there is it affect your work or your life badly. Okay. It affects. Add that S on the end of affect. Okay. Sorry, and it should be. It affects your work or your life badly. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see here. Amparo. Amparo, does watching the news make you stressed?
Well, I try to the news don't affect me too much. Yeah, most of the time I just read the news on the internet, and I don't watch too much on TV. That is when you can find some scenes that are sometimes could be so depressed or something. But well, I think that depends on yourself to try to just to see the news, but try that they don't affect you too much. It's good to have a balance, because if every situation is going to affect you, well, who is going to be with problem is you, nobody else. So that's why I try just to read them and just okay, it's okay.
Okay, very good. All right, let's take a look here. Okay. First up, you said, I try that news don't affect me that much. Okay. All right, so, okay, we're probably going to, let's see, I try and make sure, okay, or I try to make sure is probably what we want to say here. I try to make sure that the news doesn't affect me that much. Okay, so instead of saying I try that, okay, I try to make sure, or I try to see if there's a way, or I try and stop. Okay, a lot of times we're gonna use and after try. I try and stop the news from, or I try to stop the news from affecting me that much. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways to answer this here, or to correct it. Probably the most natural for me would be I try to stop the news from affecting me that much. And it's probably the most natural way that I would say it. Next, I don't watch too much on TV. Okay, what don't you watch?
To watch them.
I don't watch too much news. Okay.
Yes, but I can say I don't watch them too much, because I already said referring to.
You were already referring to it. So I don't watch. I don't watch it. I don't watch it too much. I don't watch too much of it on TV. Okay, so when we are referring to the news, it's going to be it, okay, instead of them. Okay, so I don't watch too much of it. Okay, so it'd be too much of it on TV. Okay, and that would be okay. Last one. Who is going to be with problem is you, nobody else. Okay. So here I would probably say the person, okay, or the one instead of who.
Okay.
Okay. So the person or the one, and then I would say that the one that is going to have instead of be with problem. Okay, that is going to have a problem is you, nobody else. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, good. Very nice. Let's go to John. John, how about you? Does watching the news make you stressed?
No. I think that depends the news. For example, the economical news make this class of news make that sorry, the economical news make that I was uncertainty about the future, for example, or the news about murders or wars in another parts of the world. But in general, for me, watching the news is not stressful.
Good. Now, you added your subjects. Okay,
Yes.
I can tell. Okay, that was much better. That was much better, man. Good job. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let's take a look here. Okay. So at the beginning, now the second one I only wrote half of the sentence. You did have your subject at the beginning. Okay, so that's not the problem. So here at the beginning you said it depends on news. Okay. With news we typically add the article the in front of it. So it depends on the news. It depends on the news that you hear or something like that. But we typically say the news. Okay. Okay. So here you're saying the economical news make that uncertainty about the future. Okay. Now, so we're gonna use makes me feel. So the economical news is what your subject was. Okay. And then we're gonna say makes me feel. Okay, and then instead of saying uncertainty, okay, we're going to say uncertain. It makes me feel uncertain about the future. Okay?
Okay.
Right? Yeah, so, but I really liked it this time. You added your subjects. Everything was clear. I knew what you were talking about. Okay? Cool, man.
Okay,
nice
thank
job. You. Very good. Okay, let's see here. Kate.
Yes.
All right, let's see. Let's try your microphone here. So, Kate, have a new question here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, have you ever helped someone who is feeling stressed? Okay, or has someone ever helped you? So it can go both ways.
No. I don't remember this situation when someone helped me when I was stressed, because yes, if I in stressed, I stay at home, or I try stay at home, or if I went somewhere, I don't know, and I never helped anyone. When people were stressed, yes.
Okay. All right. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So one piece of advice that that I want to offer here is, and I can hear you much better, which is awesome. Okay. So when you are looking at the question, okay, if you notice the first line that I wrote there, it says maintain the tense. Okay.
Maintain
If
the
a question is asked in a certain tense, okay,
Mhm,
you are more than likely going to answer the question in the same tense.
mhm. In the
Okay.
same time.
In the
Mhm.
same tense. So, have you ever helped? What tense is that? Have you ever? Yeah.
Past perfect.
Nope. Present.
Present.
Yeah. Present perfect. Have. Have you
Present.
ever helped? Okay.
Present perfect.
And so exactly. And so when we answer, so for example, the last sentence that you said, I never helped anyone. Okay. You have to say I have never helped anyone.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Maintain the tense. Okay. Maintain that tense.
Never helped. Okay, I see.
Okay. And so at the very beginning, you said, I don't remember the situation. Okay. In this situation, I would probably say, I have never been in a situation like this. Okay. So I would maintain the tense. I have never been in
I
a
have never
situation
been in
like
situation
this.
like this. I see.
Okay.
Thank you.
So yeah, maintain the tense. That'll help you out. Okay. Next one here. I try stay at home. Okay. After try, let's see here. You can either use infinitive or gerund. I don't think it makes a difference because I can say I try staying at home. In past tense, it sounds better. I tried staying at home, but in present, or I would say I try to stay. Okay, I try to stay at home. So I would probably use infinitive when it's in present tense. And in past tense, you guys, with try, you can say I tried to stay at home or I tried staying. I can use either or. It's kind of funny that way. Okay, so here I tried to stay. Okay.
Yes,
Next
I understood.
next one here. When I somewhere. Okay, I need a verb. What verb could we throw in there?
Go.
Go. Yeah, when I go somewhere or when I am somewhere. So yeah, you can either use go, you can use am, but yeah, if I have a subject there, I need a verb. Okay. Okay. All right. Nice job. Thank you, Kate.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go to Mustafa. All right, Mustafa. Same question for you. Have you ever helped someone who is feeling stressed?
I don't think situation like this, but I help maybe someone has a problem. I don't know what kind of problem he has, but I helped him by giving him some instruction to motivate him and change his point of view about his problem, what he has faced before. So kind of this problem. I don't know, yeah, something like that.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, so here you said I helped some has a problem. Okay, and it may have cut out just a little bit. Okay. Okay, so again, we want to maintain the tense. Okay, so if it's in present perfect, okay, instead of saying I helped someone, okay, I have helped someone that had a problem.
Okay.
Okay. So I have helped someone that had a problem. Okay. So use the question to help you formulate the beginning part of your sentence. Okay. When you're saying some, make sure that you are using the plural form of the noun. Some instructions.
Okay.
Okay. And then you said I had this kind, kind of this problem. So I would take this and place it at the beginning of kind. So this kind of problem. Okay, this kind of problem in that order. Instead of kind of this problem, this kind of problem. Okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Okay, nice. Thank you, guys. Odie and Paco, sorry I couldn't make it back around to you again, but yeah, in next class that I do that's speaking, I'll make sure to start over on the right-hand side. Okay?
Okay, don't worry, teacher.
All right, everyone. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you. Take care. Next up is reading. Okay? Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.